Customs and Border Protection officers arrested a man trying to smuggle $90,000 in cash into Mexico.
And here's what 90 grand looks like right here. It was hidden inside a spare tire. The seizure took place in Nogales, and it could be an example of what the drug cartels are having to do to get their drug profits back to Mexico.
Investigative reporter Morgan Lowe is live in studio with the story. Morgan.
Seizures like that one are becoming more common. Active and retired DEA agents we spoke to said that means the drug cartels are being forced to launder their money here in some unlikely ways.
Well, thank you, Trevor. We're into our water trucks.
This is a heavy equipment auction that takes place in Phoenix every couple of months. For most bidders, this is a way to get a good deal on used trucks and tractors. But according to federal agents who spoke to CBS 5 Investigates, Mexican drug cartels are using auctions like this one in cities across the country to launder drug money. It's a side effect of increased efforts by the U.S. and Mexico to stop drug profits from getting into the hands of cartel leaders.
Has it gotten worse?
Absolutely.
Phil Jordan is a retired DEA agent who once led the agency's Phoenix office. He says banks in the United States and Mexico no longer transfer or accept large amounts of money without proof of its origin, which means profits gained in the U.S. need to be laundered here through seemingly legitimate businesses. Restaurants, hotels, car lots, even horse stables have all been exposed as fronts for drug money laundering operations in the past year.
If there's a way that the organizations can launder money, the bad guys will find it.
And the heavy equipment trade is one of the latest trends. Here's how it works, according to one DEA agent who spoke to CBS 5 Investigates. Cartels buy construction equipment with drug money. They take the equipment to auction and sell it, usually for a slight loss. That money is now the product of a legitimate business transaction, so it can go south to Mexico.
The original investment was narco dollars, and now they washed it, and at the end of the line it comes out clean.
The auction we visited had hundreds of pieces of equipment for sale.
It's like a used car lot for heavy equipment.
These are good.
Some of it seemingly brand new, some with serious wear and tear. Officials from the company that runs this auction say they are aware of the potential problem and take steps to crack down on illegitimate buyers and sellers.
It's unlikely that we would have a transaction where we don't know the customer, and part of knowing the customer is what business you're in. If you were trying to launder the money, there's probably easier ways of doing it than bringing it to particularly an unreserved auction.
But driving through the parking lot of the auction here in Phoenix, we saw dozens of vehicles with Mexico plates. Mexican construction companies also shop at these auctions, but former DEA agent Phil Jordan told us,
when you see Sinaloa plates at an auction,
That's a red flag.
oh, that's a super red flag. I mean, Sinaloa, it's like Medellin, Colombia.
Ritchie Brothers Auctions is one of the largest auction companies in the world. Officials there say they have systems in place to flag unusual transactions, and they report their sales to the IRS. But there are lots of auction companies and independent brokers out there, so there are plenty of options for the drug gangs to choose from. Scene.
Pretty shocking. Thank you, Morgan.